Hi everyone and welcome. Today let's make pastry cream buns. To make the pastry cream buns, I will use the same dough which I made for the cinnamon rolls. I think it's great and time-saving that you can make a variety of tasty pastries using the same dough, which is made from scratch and without any food additives. Let's start with preparing dough for the buns. First, I will crumble fresh yeast in a bowl. Add about half a tablespoon of sugar and a tablespoon of flour. We still need to add milk, but warm it up a little before adding to the yeast. Let's pour all the milk in a pot and heat it on the stove on medium-low heat. When the milk is slightly warm, let's pour a little bit in the bowl with the yeast. Mix the yeast with the sugar, flour and milk and leave it to activate, start growing. Let's put the rest of the milk back on the stove and add to it butter, the remaining sugar and a pinch of salt. Let's slowly heat the milk till the butter and sugar melt. Remove the pot from the stove and let the milk cool a little. We cannot use it hot with the yeast as hot milk will kill the yeast. Let's pour the milk mixture in a big bowl and add to it the yeast. We can see the yeast has become foamy and grown in the bowl. Let's dissolve the yeast in the milk and add the flour to it. Now we need to mix the dough till it forms a ball. First, I will mix with the spoon, then with my hands. The dough has a lot of butter and is very soft, squishy. As I continue kneading it for a few minutes, the dough starts to come together and separate from the sides of the bowl. It does not stick much to my hands either anymore. If you feel it is too wet, add a tablespoon of flour at a time. We want the dough to be soft, therefore don't add too much flour as it will make the dough harder. The dough is now easy to handle and shape into a ball. Let's cover it and put the bowl in the fridge for half an hour or longer if you're not ready to bake yet. In the meantime, let's prepare the pastry cream. I will make pastry cream using half of the ingredients, but in the description I have given the full amounts. Let's warm up the milk a little so that it's fine to touch and remove the pot from the stove. In a bigger bowl, let's beat egg yolks with sugar till they're lighter and fluffy. Add vanilla. Sift and mix in flour. And gradually add and mix in the warm milk. Pour everything back in the pot and put the pot on the stove to heat on medium-low heat. Slowly stirring, heat till the cream thickens. Be patient as it will take a little. For me, it takes about 15 minutes, but I prefer to do it slower to prevent the risk of getting lumps in the cream. When the cream has thickened, let's remove it from the stove and put aside for now. Let's shape the dough for the buns now. Cut off a piece of dough approximately 50 to 60 grams and shape it into a small ball. Now let's press and flatten the middle of the ball, leaving round edges. And put them on a baking tray which is covered with parchment paper or a silicone baking mat and dust it with some flour. Let's leave space around each pastry as they will grow while baking. Let's cover the tray with a towel and leave the buns to rest and grow a bit for about half an hour. In the meantime, I'll break an egg in a glass and beat it a little to spread the egg around the edges of the bun. Set the oven to heat to 180 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The buns have become puffy now. I will push the mids a little back so that there is more space for the filling, and put about a tablespoon or two in each to fill the middle. Now we could bake the pastry cream buns like this, or add some color and contrasting flavor by putting a few berries on top. And let's spread the egg around the edges of the bun. To complete the look of the buns, we can make some crumbs and put them on top. For the crumbs, let's mix flour, sugar, cold butter, and a pinch of salt. Let's mix by hand, squeezing the butter together with flour and sugar, forming crumbs. And spread a bit of crumbs on top of the buns. Now let's put the buns in the oven to bake for about 12 to 15 minutes till the sides have browned a little. Remove the buns from the oven, let them cool a little, and enjoy. Thank you for joining me today and see you next week. Bye!